So hello students, welcome to EduTab and welcome to this very important session. Today I'll be answering a very frequent query that we get from NABARD aspirant. That query being how to prepare ARD current affair for our NABARD examination. But before I answer how you should do that, what sources you should cover, what timeline you should follow, I have a very quick announcement. So EduTab has recently launched an ultimate guidebook for all the NABARD aspirants. So if you are preparing for NABARD and have a set of query related to NABARD organization, like what does NABARD do, what is function of NABARD, and most importantly, what is NABARD. So if you want the answer, you can find the answer in this one guidebook that you can see in your screen as well as in my hand. Okay, now let's say you know about the NABARD but you don't know anything about the NABARD examination that is there. So if you have query regarding the exam itself, you will get the answer again in this one guidebook, a 30-page guidebook beautifully prepared, and your query is like how many phases are there, what is the age eligibility criteria, what are the other educational eligibility criteria, what subject you should prepare, what is the cutoff for those subjects. You will get answer of all those queries in this one guidebook. And if you are ready to prepare for this examination and still don't have sources as well as the strategy for the exam, this guidebook will provide you with 6-step strategy as well as definite sources that will help you crack the examination. And even after you have cracked the examination, this guidebook will still help you with the questions like what is a work-life balance, posting in NABARD, salary kitni hai. So you will get answer of all those questions in this one comprehensive, beautifully prepared guidebook. Okay, so this guidebook is not only helping you with your query but giving you definite answers so that you can save your time and effort and put it in the preparation of exam. Okay, but most important thing about this guidebook is this is absolutely free for you all. What you'll have to do, go in the description box, check out the link and download yourself your own guidebook. So this was about the guidebook and the query you have, the general query you have. Moving to today's query, that is how you should prepare the ARD current affair session. Okay, so talking about the ARD current affair, first of all we need to see why ARD current affair are important for your NABARD examination. Okay, so if I take a look at the pre or the phase 1 of the NABARD examination, you will see out of the merit section 100 marks has been allotted, 40 marks are there for the ARD. Here you will find the question being divided into ARD current affair and ARD static. Although in year 2022, that means this year, we feel there are less of the question. Usually what happened, the ratio followed is 50-50. Okay, 50% from ARD static, 50% from ARD current affair. Although this time it was fluctuated and biased toward the static. That means more question from ARD static were there and less question of ARD current affair were there. That doesn't mean that we should take it easy or we should provide less weightage to the ARD current affair, because year before that, from 2019 in 2020 and as well as in 2021, the ratio of ARD current affair and ARD static was 50-50. Although this time it was low, that doesn't mean in future this particular ratio will be followed. Next time might what happen ki more question or the more biasness toward the current affair was there. Okay, so that is why we will not take it very easily. The second thing is, out of the 40 questions that you see in the ESI, some question indirectly are still related to ARD. Okay, so सिर्फ यही नहीं, यहाँ भी, because here the weightage is more toward the current affair section and some question we see being there from the current affair. Okay, now this was only for the mains. If we talk, it was only for the phase 1 of your examination. If you crack that, you will be entering to the main section, and in the mains we can see 30 questions are there, okay, of the objective, and here a good amount of the current affair, ARD current affair questions are still there. And see, in mains what happened, everybody is prepared, they have cracked the pre-exam, so even the 1 marks creates a lot of difference. That is why you again can't take ARD current affair very easy or very lightly. Okay, you'll have to prepare well for both pre and main if you are going for NABARD and you want to plan to crack the NABARD examination. Okay, so let us quickly take a look why I am saying this. Okay, through example we will understand. We will take a look at this year 2022 question paper and we will see what kind of question are there, so that you will have a understanding कि कैसे question होते हैं, कौन सी timeline you should follow और कौन से source will cover those current affairs. Okay, so taking the example of year 2022, first of all, see, these are the direct question from ARD, and the first question that you will see were covered under ESI. Although it's a part of ARD, it was still covered under the ESI section. Okay. The other question you can see, direct question of the ARD are there. So you get direct question. Indirect question are also there that are related to the ARD, as you can see in your screen. Okay, beside that, this was only about the pre. If we talk about mains, यहाँ भी ARD current affairs से questions are there. Okay, or this I'm only talking about year 2022 because this is the last year. Okay, ये 2022 का पेपर अभी हो रखा है, so I'm talking about this only. If I take the example from 2021, 2020, so उससे पहले ARD current affair का weightage was even more. Okay, so now we have seen कि कैसे question होते हैं. What do I mean by direct current affairs related question, indirectly current affairs related question. Now let us see कितने time के current affairs are important. That means the timeline of the current affairs. So if I talk about the timeline, one simple formula that you should follow is 6-3-3. That means 6th month के current affair. Let's say this year the exam was on 7 September. So from March to August, your current affair becomes very important, and it was because exam था 7 को. If exam had been let's say 30 September, so in that case the whole September month will also be covered. उसके भी current affair becomes very important. Okay, उसके बाद की 3 years, that means December, January, Feb are important, and उसके बाद September से you'll have to cover the current affair again. Okay, so this was about the timeline. Now why I'm saying this 6 months? Okay, before, let's say I'm talking about the exam was in September, so March 2022 से लेकर जितने भी current affair आपके August तक होते हैं, that are very important. Even the first week of September you can cover if you have time, but 6 months you will have to cover. Why I am saying this? See, this was again the questions of year 2022. You can see these questions are all from past 6 months, and these are again few example. Okay, I haven't covered everything because slide काफी clumsy हो जाती. So there you can see, if we are talking about 31 March to April में current affair was there. Okay, so this was the report in Feb, so that we can see this was in the August as well as in September. So these were covered 2 times. So the current affair were from there. Then talking उससे पहले last के 3 months से भी sometime current affair are there. These are of utmost important. After you have covered 6 months, move to past 3 months. Okay, because current affair you can see this was in Jan. So this was in news in Jan. So this is again become very important. And beside that, current affair after past 3 months have also come. So this particular news was covered in September 2021. So this is again very important. But see, major question जो आते हैं that are from 6th month. That is why you will have to cover past 6th month from the date of examination. Then if after you have covered this in a depth, it's not like कि ऊपर से देख के जाना है. You will have to cover these news in depth. Then move to past 3 months, and after you have covered the 9 month, then you can move for past 3 month. Okay, after covering 9 months, जो 3 month बचते हैं, you can cover that. This will complete out to be 12 month. So ये current affair will have to cover. Okay, so current affair करने हैं, but अब करें कहाँ से? So if I talk about the sources for ARD current affair, basically 3 things that you should remember, or 3 formula that you'll have to know. So if I talk about offline and online, make the hybrid. Okay, offline and online के hybrid से करना है. We'll have to cover the current affairs. So 3 sources that will help you are PIB, Krishi Jagran and newspaper. Now what newspaper? Any standard newspaper with dedicated agriculture column that you can cover. For example, we cover Hindu Business Line. So this is very standard newspaper, and it also has the agri column. Okay, now if I talk about the PIB, see PIB comes with a lot of news. Daily PIB में news आते हैं, there are many news. But if I talk about the ARD current affair, so you should focus on 3 things that are, first of all, reports and data that is released by the concerned ministry. What do I mean by concerned ministry? See, when we are talking about ARD current affair, three ministries become of utmost importance. These three ministries being Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Rural Development, Ministry of Fisheries and Animal Husbandry. So any report and data that is released by these ministry is of utmost important. Okay, then the estimates. So any advanced estimates that are released by the ministry, even with the related ministry. Okay, the data of for export and import, that kind of data is released by APIDA, that comes under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So, but again, APIDA is related to the agriculture and processed food product, and it will release the data that is related to those products. That is why, again, if the news released by Ministry of Commerce and Industry and is related to agriculture, that you will have to cover. थोड़ी सी related ministry, if you talk about Ministry of Economic Affairs, that you'll also have to cover if they release the data. Let's say GDP उन्होंने GVA release कर रखा है. So that kind of data if they have given related to agriculture, that also you will have to cover. Agriculture and allied sciences as well. Okay. So ये सारा data you will have to keep an eye on. Okay. Advanced estimate we have talked about. Then initiative. Let's say millet year के लिए in any initiative that has been taken by Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare in any state, and also the state wise initiative that are in news, that you will have to cover. Okay, now beside that, when I talk about the Krishi Jagran, three important things that you'll have to cover from the Krishi Jagran is first of all MOU. Sometimes PIB doesn't cover the MOU, but various international agency cover different, sometimes they signed an MOU with the state. Okay, so that news you will also have to cover the all of the MOU that is related to agriculture and allied activity. Okay, allied activities being fish, whether it is fishery, animal husbandry is there. Okay, then horticulture is there. So all that you will have to cover from Krishi Jagran. Then development. So let's say UNCCD की meeting हो रखी है, there is some announcement that has been made by them. So that all you will have to cover. The recent development that has taken place on a global level as well as at national level in the field of agriculture, particularly related to India. Okay, then various ranking and indexes that are released that are related to either agriculture and rural development. So poverty, gender gap index is there, hunger index is there. So that kind of data you'll have to remember. Also, what was the ranking of India? So all that you will have to remember, and you will cover it from Krishi Jagran. Okay, so this will be your standard online source. Now moving to the Hindu business line. So this particular newspaper will have an agriculture column that you will have to cover. Whatever news they have given, they will also provide a little depth to that you will have to read, whether it is related to MSP, anything. So any news related to that you will have to cover. Okay, so I hope I'm clear how you should cover the source, what should be your timeline, and why ARD current affairs are important for your exam. Okay, so आपने क्या करना है? At the end, I'll tell you the simple strategy. Cover these sources, okay, following the timeline 633. This is the simplest way to cover the ARD current affair for your NABARD examination. So I hope all your queries are resolved related to ARD current affair. If you still have any query, please do let me know in the comment section. If you feel like this session was helpful for you, do let me know that in the comment section as well. Okay. So, and let's end our session here today. So if you are new here, do remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and in our channel we also upload the content related to any particular subject like ARD. Static portion is the ARD current affairs. So if you want the PDF of those sessions, you can download, you can join our Telegram channel as well. Okay, so thank you so much for attending the lecture. If you still have any query related to any regulatory body and you have any question related to that, you can contact us. You can write to us at hello@edutab.co.in, and also you can check our website. So thank you so much.